More drama unfolds as the 2023 presidential campaign opening date is just 20 days away. Details in a moment. My name is ADS. Let's get to it right away. Femi Fani-Kayode, FFK, has joined the League of Presidential Promoters for the forthcoming 2023 elections. I guess he self-nominated himself to speak and defend the APC presidential candidate Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The only legitimate spokesperson that has been named and we all know is Festus Keyamo, Senior Advocate of Nigeria. Remember, I said in one of my broadcasts that everyone should get ready for the political entertainment as the major political parties in the presidential race will jump on each other to score political points as the campaign official date draws near. Dino Melaye and Femi Fani-Kayode, FFK, are presently on each other's throats, playing dirty in the mud, all in the defense of their presidential candidates. The amazing thing here is that these two individuals used to be on the other side of the divide where they are presently. Dino's last move was from the APC back to the PDP and FFK from the PDP to the APC. What caused the fight? Dino Melaye, in a chat with journalists recently, said that all the PDP governors spent money at the party's national convention held in December last year to ensure the emergence of the former Senate President Iyorchia Ayu as the national chairman. This revelation was brought to light after some members of the party, including Governor Nyesom Wike of Rivers State, asked that the national chairman of the party, Iyorchia Ayu, should step aside to protect the party's zoning formula. Since the presidential candidate of the party is from the north, that automatically means that the chairman of the party should come from the south. This is one of the demands Wike's camp has made before they will consider any reconciliation with the party. On this revelation made by Dino Melaye, ex-aviation minister Femi Fani-Kayode, FFK, immediately asked the federal government and the security agencies to take up Dino on the statement credited to him on the emergence of Iyorchia Ayu as the PDP national chairman. FFK also demanded the disqualification of the PDP presidential candidate from the 2023 race. Here are FFK words. He said, Senator Dino Melaye, the spokesman of the Atiku Abubakar presidential campaign organization, said all the PDP governors spent money at our party's national convention to get Senator Iyorchia Ayu elected as national chairman. This is a grave and serious matter. It is a public confession of a criminal offense made by a senior figure within the PDP cabal that committed the said offense. It follows that Ayu's election was a product of corruption and criminality, and so was Waziri Atiku Abubakar's as the party's presidential flag bearer at a later convention which was conducted by him. A national chairman that is a product of corruption and that was elected as a consequence of financial inducement, monetary gifts, and the legal use of public funds cannot be deemed as being legitimate, and neither can he conduct a legitimate convention for a presidential flag bearer. Ayu and his entire national working committee with the PDP's presidential and vice presidential candidates are illegal, illegitimate, bogus, fake and repugnant products of cash-induced and cash-and-carry elections, which, according to Melaye, were funded with public funds provided by the PDP governors. The entire leadership structure of PDP now stand accused and indicted by one of their own. I hereby call on the federal government and the security agencies to invite Dino Melaye to shed more light on how much each of the PDP governors gave for Ayu's election. And I call on them to arrest and prosecute Iyorchia Ayu and the entire National Working Committee of the PDP for being accomplices to a criminal act, beneficiaries of the crime of corruption, and accessories after the fact. I also call on INEC to nullify Ayu's so-called election as national chairman and to do same to that of Abubakar Atiku's, who was purportedly elected as the party's flag bearer. This got to Dino Melaye and he didn't waste time to take it up with FFK. Dino replied FFK. He said, "My attention has just been called to a statement issued by Femi Fani-Kayode, which is usual, was an incoherent gibberish produced from his temporary relief from insanity. How can one explain his momentary consciousness to react to an interview long granted, if not that his world of reality is not in sync with the world of sound minds? Truly, an idle hand and heart like that of FFK is the devil's residence. Ordinarily, his rambling would have been ignored, but in this age of unrestricted access to the media, even by unwholesome minds, care must be taken to put issues in the right context and perspective. Now, responding to Dino Melaye, FFK said, "What can one say about a parasite of a man that licked the ass of Nasir El-Rufai for years, then moved to Bukola Saraki's, then moved to Yahaya Bello's, then moved to Inyesun Wike's, and then finally moved to Atiku's and licked far more than just care?" Dino had to clap back with a video he captioned, "FFK collected 2 billion naira from River State and used it for drugs." Watch the video.
At Osborne Street. And those who shared in the corruption are busy dancing about it. When he was Minister of State, Minister of Aviation, Dr. Peter Dini's government gave him 2 billion naira to fix the runway. It's not there on the record of aviation. I'm the Minister of Transportation, I have that record. It's not there. He went away with the 2 billion naira.
Are those allegations that you're making against him?
I'm not making allegations, I'm saying statement of fact. I'm Minister for Transportation. Dr. Peter Dini, I was Governor of River State. In writing, cabinet approved, handed over 2 billion naira to Femi Fanekayode to fix the runway. River State, the runway at the Port Harcourt Airport that was closed for 2 years. And Femi Fanekayode left with the money. Is that the kind of character I will speak to? That's not the kind of character. We are not on the same level.
That interview involving the Minister of Transportation, Rotimi Amechi, was done in 2017. The question is, what happened to the 2 billion naira? From this point, it became a game of comedy skits. Dino released a skit on his social media space to mock FFK. He captured it, "I will not invite FFK for dinner." Here is the video. Watch.
Please, we just came to appeal to you to please invite FFK for a dinner. Please.
Just one night.
Just for one night.
Me invite FFK for a dinner?
Oh yes. Yes.
No. Please. I'm not going to backroad anybody.
No. I'm not going to backroad anybody.
FFK, he is back. He posted a photo of a wretched Dino drinking Gary and wrote, "This is Dino Melaye drinking Gary when he was still struggling. You can take a man out of the jungle, but you can't take the jungle out of the man. This clown is real jungle." Then Dino reacted. He said, "FFK, I posted this picture myself in 2010 as a member of the House of Reps, showing how much I like Gary Ijebu. I have never hidden the fact that I'm from a very poor background. I am proud of my past, my present, and my future. Won 3 national elections and have a second address. My office in Abuja is number 4 Uwando Close, Zone 4 Wuse by Sheraton Hotel. Mind you, it is my property. Try get nominated as a councillor before you can face me. I can hire you and pay you upfront 10 years salary. Never been invited by EFCC or ICPC. Face your corruption charges as I repeat. No food for a lazy FFK in PDP. If I'm sufficiently provoked, I will enter second base with you, I promise." This prompted FFK to post a video when Dino fainted after he was arrested by the police, and he wrote, "Dino, after a long night of smoking banana and weed, sucking rectum and being screwed, he was so terrified of the police and of being detained that he fainted and started bleeding like a gutted pig." Watch the video.
Please hold it, I beg. Maybe by the time the robber feel the season now this time. Wait on my
What kind of wahala is this? finish. Where is the math work first?
Yeah, sure.
Take.
Give me one. I heard you want to sound. Yeah, this one is cool.
Then again, FFK did his own skit and captured it. Read the signboard, pigs cannot enter. Here is the video, watch.
Good evening, sir.
Security.
Sir.
Good evening. How's it?
Hi, sir.
Okay. Any problem?
Yes, sir. Sir, there's a gentleman outside. So that is
Name?
Sir, it's Dino Melaye, sir.
Dino Melaye.
Yes, sir.
But there's a sign at the gate. You know this. What does the sign say? No lepers, no stray dogs, no pigs, no ill-bred country bumpkins, no desperate clowns, and no gutter snipes. So you know very well that creatures like that cannot enter my space, or my property, or my house. You know this.
Yes, sir.
So please, just find something for him and let him go. Okay.
Okay, sir.
All right. And as he's going, or anybody approaching, be careful. He has a particular weakness when it comes to men's backsides.
Okay,
So be careful that he doesn't violate you anymore.
Okay, sorry, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
What can I say in all of this? Enjoy the entertainment coming from these comic politicians. Just know that in politics, there are no permanent friends and there are no permanent enemies, just permanent interests. So in this coming election, please vote wise, vote right. I will see you again.